No, because we got 3 appointments.
Houston, I said the song is about heaven.
So
I said the song is about
these
heaven.
are the boobs. I really want to be awake for this. So I'm talking to the anesthesiologist and I'm just like, I'm gonna like be asleep, right? And he was just like, yes, don't worry, like the doctor isn't even in here yet. Good morning. I don't have too much energy, but we're on our way to surgery. This is my OOTD. These are my little slippers. How cute. I'm very committed. Even down to my panties. They have cherries too. I am due to get there at 7 a.m. It is currently 6:46. We're gonna be like 5 minutes late, but whatever. And yeah, that's how I'm feeling this morning. My edges look crazy, didn't do my edges or nothing. And what? Don't hit the squirrel.
I'm trying not to.
Oh my gosh. Did he make it?
I think so.
Okay.
I'll feed your dead body in the room.
Enter your sister. Okay guys, I'll be right back. Okay y'all, I'm in the bathroom. About to get a urine sample, so let's do that. I'm really tired. I'm actually really tired. I should sleep well after this. Not just because of the drugs. Yeah, because of the drugs. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. How about you? How are you feeling?
I feel fine.
You know, Cardi some more?
You don't have to. I feel great.
I'm happy too. So let me know, I'm happy too.
You don't have to, babe. Thank you. I'm sitting here with this gown on that's open in the front, and I have this little thingamabob, and they had me change my socks. So we're waiting for them to come back. I see someone.
Okay, nothing's happening now, so stop.
Or do you see it in the red in the front?
Yeah, I see it.
The countdown?
Yeah.
And then you just stop it by pressing it. I feel like I haven't asked enough questions this whole time. I'm like,
No, because we've had 3 appointments, so you're good. We talked about doing 2 different sizes,
Yeah.
330 and 280 because of the asymmetry, and of course we're using the extra build.
Yes.
Still feel good about that?
Yeah.
Perfect. I'm gonna have you stand right over here.
Okay.
Got her whole crew going on.
Sold his mother's house to a GOP mega donor and told nobody for 9 years. That's not where this story ends.
Hi guys, I know I look so crazy right now, but I am about to do my makeup and update y'all on my surgery, my details of my surgery, all the things. And I figured that because it's gonna be like a chit chat, that while I'm getting ready doing my makeup and stuff, this would be a good time to like discuss it. Ignore the background, ignore all the things. Hi! Oh my gosh, y'all. I've never really done like a video where I'm doing my makeup and talking, so this is gonna be interesting. And I'm not really doing like a full face. I'm honestly just doing like a little bit of makeup, mostly because, well, I don't want to do what's it called, like foundation or anything like for a base, but because it's hot outside and I need SPF, I'm like, let me just put on some of my tinted sunscreen, because I need to have like, well, it's not tinted sunscreen, it's moisturizer with SPF 30 in it, and it's by Clinique. And I'm like, okay, let me just put it on because it is very hot outside and I am gonna be out. I know that y'all can't see the boobs right now. It's just because my hair is wet and I don't want it to like, you know, wet my clothes or whatever, but I am gonna change into my little outfit and y'all can see details of the boobs, and maybe I'll include a clip of how they're looking while I'm talking or before I'm talking or whatever. If not, then you just gotta watch to the end. Matter of fact, yeah, just watch to the end and then you'll see them. But let me wash my hands really quick because I don't have any hand sanitizer near me, and then I'm gonna start doing my makeup, and then we can just get into my whole experience with surgery, everything, just everything. Yes, guys, I am so excited. Like I said, I really do wish that like when I was sitting here that I could have on like a shirt to really show y'all, but I can't right now because I just like, if you can see on my Snuggie, like you can see a little bit of like brown blonde kind of like tint, and that's from my hair like sitting right here and me like styling it and getting it wet. So I just like to wear a robe or a Snuggie or something like that before I actually put on. I don't like damaging my clothes and stuff. When you see this vlog, this is gonna be like my surgery day vlog, and then it's me like at the doctor's office, and then this is me. Honestly, this is 30 days later, y'all, or 30 plus days later. I had surgery on March 21st and it's way past that. I'm not gonna say the date because I don't want y'all to know the date. I don't want y'all to know the date. But if you follow me on my other social media platforms, you know like the date because of my hair. So this is way later, but within reason, y'all, we're gonna get into all the things. I don't even know where to start because I know that the vlog is the day that I got surgery. So I guess I'll start with right after surgery and my experience with surgery and all those things. So, okay, actually, should I start with when I wanted to get them? I don't know if I should make that a separate video. I don't know, y'all. This is what happens when you don't come on here like with a plan. I don't know. But okay, I've been wanting boobs for a long time, whatever. Finally got them, whatever. That's that. Now, when I say I've been wanting boobs for a long time, I have been wanting boobs for a long time, but not so much so to the point where it's like, oh my gosh, I want them so bad, I have to get them, which is why I haven't had them before now at 29 years old. And the reason for that is because, I don't know, like I just haven't, even though I wanted them, like I didn't feel like, I never hated my body. I never hated how I looked. I never had like hatred or anything for like my body. I just didn't. So because of that, yeah, I've wanted boobs for a long time, but I haven't necessarily been in a rush. Like so much so to where some of my friends got their boobs like years ago and they will always say things like, oh my gosh, you're gonna look so T, like with boobs, like your body is already like so T, so it's gonna look so much better. You should get them. And I didn't feel like they were wrong or anything, but I also just didn't feel so, I didn't feel like it was like on the high list of importance, especially because boobs are like thousands of dollars. So I never felt like it was on like the high list of importance, on the high. Yeah, it wasn't that high on the list of like importance or anything. So because of that, wanted them, haven't really like done too much. At one point in time, I did have a doctor in mind when I lived in Atlanta and I really liked their work. And I never scheduled like a consultation or anything. Like, you know, I found a doctor and never scheduled a consultation. Just never got like as far as I have gotten now with like actually having boobs. So that's like a little bit of the backstory. I think I will do like a sit down girl chat video because I want to get into this more, especially about like the mindset and the, you know, mental health and all that. I kind of want to get into it a little bit more, and I think I'm going to reserve that for another video. So we're just going to stick to talking about surgery and all that. But that's just a little bit of backstory because I have been wanting boobs for a long time and I just haven't gotten them. So that's that. Now, when it comes down to my doctor and just my entire experience with getting boobs, I absolutely loved it. And if you want boobs, I highly recommend you get the boobs. Like what it's done for, like when I look in the mirror and even how I feel. Like I remember when I first got them, I was just like, oh my gosh, I feel like such a girl. Like not that I ever felt like a man or anything. Not that I ever felt like I didn't look feminine. I never felt like masculine or anything. But just having boobs has made me feel like, oh my gosh, like I am a girl, you know? It's just like, it just feels very girly. So my doctor, how I found my doctor was, honestly, it was so random. I was scrolling on TikTok and I wanted to, like, I was more interested into boobs recently. Like, okay, I'm about to like really pull the trigger. So I started looking on, but I started like really knowing like, okay, I really want to pull the trigger on this. Like it's, you know, I'm feeling differently about it than I felt in the past. Like in the past I wanted boobs, but now it's just like, okay, like I really want, you know, boobs. So I started looking on TikTok just to see people's experience, not necessarily to find a doctor, but just to look at girls that have had boobs and just, you know how it is. Like I just wanted to see what they were saying about it, their experience, you know, all those type of things. Like I was just looking at it. And I kid you not, the first video that I watched, it was this girl, I cannot remember her TikTok, but when I searched like breast augmentation or whatever, she was one of the first videos that came up, and she was talking about her doctor, and her doctor was in Houston, and she had traveled from where she lived all the way to Houston specifically to go to the doctor that she listed, which is my doctor, because she just really liked her work, and like my doctor is really good at boobs, and like I guess if you ever have wanted boobs, you kind of know about my doctor. Maybe you don't, because I didn't know about my doctor, but I haven't been like to the point of, oh, I'm looking at doctors and all that. So whenever she was talking about where she went, she was just giving details. Whenever she started talking about where she went and how she found her doctor, how she traveled to her doctor, and I saw her boobs, I was like, oh my gosh, they look so natural, they look so good, they look so real. So obviously I live in Houston, and I was like, oh my gosh, that is such a perk. Like this doctor, I really like her work. So I went to the Instagram, I looked at more people that had went to her, and I just genuinely loved her work. It looked so good. I was like, okay, I think I want to, like, you know, look into this doctor. Okay, so I just used the I just used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Now I'm using some concealer. I just got this from the drugstore because I have not been to Ulta and I need to get some more of my main concealer. Like, I literally have $150 in Ulta gift cards and I just have not been, and it has nothing to do with like the money. It's just the fact because I have gift cards, I don't even have to spend my own money. I guess I'm just lazy. I don't know. I just haven't felt like going. But anyway, I'm losing the plot. So yeah, this is just some drugstore concealer that I just got because I see a lot of people use it. And I was like, oh, I'm just gonna go get that until I go to Ulta. Like, found a doctor or whatever. And also my husband, like, shout out to my husband. Yes, he did get my boobs for me. I don't want to make it a huge thing because he doesn't want to make it a huge thing. But he just, one thing about my husband and like the reason why he's my husband, y'all, that man loves me so much. Like, he loves me so much. There is genuinely nothing that I have asked for that I have not gotten. And not even like from like, oh, my husband is just a simp. But for me, if I say that I want something or if I say that I need something, it doesn't matter, I'm gonna get it. And so I really have taken notice to that recently, and I've stopped like asking for things or like saying, oh, I want this or I want that, because I've noticed that even if I say it casually, just casually in conversation, he will get it for me. And not everything is something that I just want so bad. I'm just a girl and I want the whole world, you know? So I've had to stop doing that. But when it came down to boobs, you know, he was just like, are you serious? Like, you really want them? Obviously it benefits him too, because your girl super flat chested, okay? And I'm sure my man, well, I know my man loves to see me with boobs now. Like, he loves it. But baby, when I say super flat chested but still cute, you know, small boobs are cute, and they also fit my body type. Just because I'm very petite, I'm only 5 feet tall, so it wasn't, y'all please ignore him. So it wasn't like I just needed them so bad because I am overall small. But yeah, it wasn't like I just needed them so bad because overall I'm a very petite like girl, so small boobs, it wasn't like it looked bad on me or anything. And I also think small boobs are really cute, so that's also why I wasn't in a rush to get boobs. But yeah, I was just like, yeah, I'm really serious about it. So started, you know, found my doctor, whatever. Okay, I'm losing the plot. I'm gonna have to chop some of this out because y'all, at this point, I'm just rambling. I keep getting distracted. My puppy back there being a menace to society. Like, so with the consultation and everything was like, I didn't have any questions. I really didn't even know, like, because I have never, up until now, I didn't wear bras. I only wore like pasties. I haven't owned a bra and I can't even tell you, it's definitely been years. Like, I haven't bought a bra, owned a bra, anything like that. And I don't even know how long, probably since I was like a kid, and my mom bought me one to cover, you know, my nips. But as an adult, it's just like, oh, I'm just wearing pasties, you know, because I don't have to wear bras, so why would I wear them? It's just extra clothes for no reason. So I had no clue like the size that I wanted or anything like that because I don't know anything about bras. But I did go in and I had inspo pics, and I was very adamant about, I want them to be very natural. I want them to fit my body type. I don't want them too big. And like, this is like how I kind of want them to look. And I had a couple of inspo pictures, and I really trusted my doctor, and I highly recommend her if you're interested in boobs. She is on the expensive side for boobs, well, like one of the most expensive for boobs, because you can get boobs for a very affordable price, but she's on the high end. But she's really good at her work, and I trusted her. I barely had any questions the whole time. Like, it even got to the point when I was just like, I feel like I should have more questions, but I don't. Like, I told you what I want. I trust that you can do it. I know that you can do it. That's what you specialize in. Like, you really specialize in natural looks. You specialize in boobs. So like, yeah, I don't have any questions. So consultation was quick. Y'all, I kid you not, I didn't even know like what size my bra was gonna be until I went and got like fitted, which I guess they can't really tell you that, but I couldn't even remember like what size implants I was getting. Like, I couldn't even remember. I think I chose that, like, I don't know, I just couldn't remember because she said the size that she felt like was great, and I was just like, okay, cool. So consultation, easy peasy. I don't have a lot to say because I didn't have a lot of questions during that time. So that's that about consultation. Outside of the consultation, you have like a pre-op appointment, and the pre-op appointment is like a week before your surgery. So I had my pre-op appointment, and we just kind of confirmed at that point sizing. I want to say, y'all, I really can't remember. We talked about sizing before, but at the pre-op appointment, yeah, okay. So we talked about sizing before, but at the pre-op appointment, we confirmed confirmed that nothing had changed, that I still wanted the same thing. You know, that's where, you know, if I changed my mind about anything or if I wanted bigger or smaller or whatever, I was able to express it in the pre-op, but nothing had changed with me. I was really confident in her recommendation based on what I told her I wanted and how I wanted it to look. And she also made me really confident too, because she does not like when boobs protrude past like the waist, because she says that it makes you look, you know, fat, because like you look wider. So because she said that, when she said that and she recommended my size, I was just like, okay, yeah, I'm going with that, because I don't want to look wider. Like, I want to look good. I want to look proportioned. My whole thing was, I want to get this boob job and I want it to look like, obviously people are going to know I got boobs because I'm coming from a flat chest, but I want it to be one of those things where it's just like, wait, did she? Yeah, she had to, because she didn't have any. You know, I wanted this to be like that. And I feel like that's exactly what I got. So we decided on at the pre-op appointment, we decided on it was going to be 280 in this one and my left, because my left one was much, much, much bigger than my right, much bigger. So I got 280 in this one, and we decided on 350 in this one. That's 350 cc's in this one. That's what we decided on at my pre-op appointment. So we knew we had to go much bigger because they weren't going to be proportioned, because this one was so much bigger than this one. This one was like nothing, and this one was like, you trying to be something, but you're really not. So that's what we decided on at pre-op. After pre-op, they called me like the day before surgery and told me my arrival time, and it was at 7 a.m. So I got there. That's what y'all saw in like the beginning of the vlog. I got there. Everything was like seamless. Can't really remember much. I remember going to the back. I remember getting my IV, and then I remember going into the surgery room. Y'all, it was so funny because I was like laying down and they had like that blue thing in front of me, and the anesthesiologist was behind me, but I felt like I was just sitting there and I'm just wondering like, well, when am I gonna go to sleep? Like, when am I gonna fall asleep? At some point I should fall asleep, and I felt like I was awake for a long time. So I was just sitting there. We were just chit-chatting, me and the doctors. They were like doing stuff down there. I don't know, maybe like getting me strapped in. I don't know, because girl, I couldn't see past the blue thing. I just could see the anesthesiologist was above my head, and if people were directly beside me, I could see them. Just like how you see on TV or when you see on TikTok people getting surgeries. It's just like that. So at some point, I'm just sitting there like, oh my gosh, like I'm still not asleep. Like I really don't want to be awake for this. So I'm talking to the anesthesiologist and I'm just like, I'm gonna like be asleep, right? And he was just like, yes, don't worry, like the doctor isn't even in here yet. So he's probably been doing his job for ain't no telling how long. So he probably knew at that point that question meant, yeah, why am I not asleep yet? And he was like, don't worry, she's not even in here yet. And I'm just like, okay, cool. You know, I'm just making sure because I really don't want to be awake for this. And he was like, don't worry, like you're not going to be awake. So he ends up giving me the anesthesia and I could feel it, y'all. I really, really, really wish that I could have recorded like the whole thing, but my doctor is not like no TikTok doctor. Okay. They do social media, but they are not Dr. Miami. Okay. Like they are professional surgeons. Well, she's really the only surgeon that provides surgery there, but they're a very, very professional doctor's office or plastic surgery center. So much so to where my doctor even did Simone Biles' boob job. Like she is cream of the crop, best of the best, you know? So I wish someone could record, but I could feel it starting to hit me. And I was just like, it's because y'all, the blue thing being in front of me, like it was so close to my face. And I remember before the anesthesia got in me, I was just like, why is it so close to my face? Like it was so close to my face. Like I don't remember if it was touching it, but if it wasn't, it was like, it was super, super close. And so once the anesthesia started hitting, I started feeling like I was in jail. Like I remember my legs being like tied down or something. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I feel like I'm like in jail or something. Like I'm so confined. I remember saying that. I remember saying like, this doesn't feel real. Like this feels so fake. I remember saying that. I remember saying, oh my gosh, I can't remember. I was saying, oh, the doctors asked me, did I have a dog? I was saying like, I guess I felt like pressure on my chest. I know I felt pressure on my chest, but after surgery, they're like, do you have a dog or something? And I was like, yeah. And they were like, oh, because you were saying like, Bo, get off of me. Like, get off of my chest. Like, why are you sitting on my chest? So I was saying that. So crazy. Y'all, just so crazy. And then I fell asleep. I woke up and my husband was there to pick me up. But I just remember when I woke up, I was so freaking like, I was awake, but I wasn't fully alert. Like I felt almost dizzy. Like I couldn't like balance myself, or like not balance because I was in like a wheelchair, but I just like, I feel like my eyes, like I couldn't get them to focus. Like I felt dizzy, but like in my eyes, and I just was like, I'm not 100% right now. Like this anesthesia still in my body. So I remember the nurse got me, she asked me how did I feel, and I was just like, yeah, like I just don't feel normal. And she was like, yeah, it's okay, like, you know, whatever. So she gave me, or she got like an alcohol like pad, and she like waved it in front of my nose, and like I don't know what that does. Nurses, if you're a nurse and you're watching this, I don't know what that does, but it like kind of snapped me out of it a bit. Like obviously I was still like, you know, a little bit high from the anesthesia, but it kind of like, it got me to be able to focus my eyes. I didn't feel as crazy. And then she gave me one and was just like, you know, if you still feel weird, like once you get in the car or whatever, you know, just sniff it and it'll like, you know, it'll get you right. So I remember that. And then I got in the car, and that's when you see me still asleep in the car. My husband recorded that, y'all, of me like sleeping in the car. And yeah, that's really like my whole surgery day. It was so simple, quick, and easy. I was there for maybe 2 hours, like tops, maybe 3. It wasn't 3. I got there at 7. Well, I think it was 3. I got there at 7. I was done by like 10. My husband told me that he came home and he was there for like an hour and a half, and they were calling him saying, like within an hour or so, they were telling him like, oh, she did really good. She's in the recovery room or whatever. She's in recovery right now. And then he was coming to pick me up. So it was quick. Like he didn't have time to like really sit down, like get a whole lot of stuff done, because that's how quick it was. So that was my surgery day. Afterwards, recovery was genuinely and has genuinely been a walk in the park. My doctor is really, really good at what she does. She is the queen of like she has this special method, and my incision is only 1 inch long. It's very, very, very tiny. Like y'all, 1 inch, like so small. And both of them are like that. They're healing really well. I don't feel any pain. I was uncomfortable, but not pain. Like I felt soreness and tightness. Like, you know how you go to the gym and you work out, and let's say it's leg day, and you work really, really hard on your legs, and the next day you're like sore and tight, and it's just like, you know? Oh my gosh. Do you have the zoomies? Are you okay? Oh my gosh, y'all, he just scared me. He just ran in here like that. But yeah, like, every time I open this, it makes me cough. I think it's toxic for me. Yeah, for like 4 days, I slept a lot. I did sleep a lot. I slept a lot because the medicine that I was taking, it was making me like really tired. So I slept a lot, but like after 4 days, I was moving around. The pain, no pain, just soreness, tightness, like how you go to the gym, you work out, and then the next day you're like sore and you're tight. I felt that. Now it did hurt for me to like, I had to sleep on my back for a long time, but when I would try to lift up, it would hurt, or it would feel, pain is such a strong word. I guess I'll say pain for lack of a better words. It was very uncomfortable though. And so one day my husband, like I was trying to lift up off of the couch, and I was just like, ugh, and he just lifted me up, and I felt so much better than like lifting myself up. I guess because like when you lift up, you're using all these muscles. My arms are like attached to my boobs or some, I don't know, y'all. I'm not a nurse, I'm not a doctor, I ain't none of that. But when I would lift up, it would just, all of it, I could just feel it, you know? So me not having to use any of my muscles and him just like lifting me up, that was a godsend. Like the first time he did that, I was like, oh my gosh, like you have to do that, like, until I feel better. So he was lifting me up a lot, but obviously he worked, so he couldn't lift me up every time. So I would have to push through sometimes, but that was him lifting me up, just relieved me of so much of the uncomfort. The hardest part for me during the healing process, or what has been the hardest part, like my surgery was so long ago, y'all, it was like a month ago. But what has been the hardest part during my healing stage is, sleeping on my back. Yeah, that's the hardest part. Sleeping on my back has been really hard. Like I am a side sleeper, so sleeping on my back was very, very, very uncomfortable, and I was so ready for like me to be able to sleep on my side again, because I don't feel like I got quality rest the whole time I had to sleep on my back. And I literally just got cleared to start sleeping like on my side after 30 days. And I was so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, praise the Lord. Like I can finally get some rest. And it did help that we have like a Tempur-Pedic, because like the bed itself was like elevated. so I could like elevate myself and kind of like turn to the side a little bit and not be on my side, but I was still elevated. So that helped me a lot, having a Tempur-Pedic, but it was just very uncomfortable, and I really just didn't like it. So that was the hardest part. I would say outside of that, nothing about it was really hard. Not being able to work out and just like, I could move around after like 4 days. After 4 days, I was like driving myself around. I was moving around, but I was still taking the meds. So I was really tired. So I still didn't really go anywhere because it's like, yeah, I can move around, but like I'm still taking this medicine. So I'm really tired, you know? So I wasn't really doing too much moving around until recently, but not being able to work out. Like, I am a Pilates princess, okay? I'm the girl that they talk about that y'all tired of seeing on the internet. Like, that is me. I love Pilates. I go a lot. It is the best thing ever for my mental health. I love it. It is my favorite workout. A lot of people say that it doesn't work. I feel like if you're trying to lose weight, body fat, I do not think, and this is, I don't know, research, but in regards to that, I do not think that it works. But if you are trying to really tighten your body and tone your body, get really tight, I feel like it works really well. So being off for 30 days and not being able to work out, I really have fallen off of my routine of, where is my dog? I'm sorry, y'all. I keep looking. Y'all. Bo, are you tired? So I feel like falling off my routine, and also because I was sleeping so much, I also fell out of like my social life because I was just asleep, and then I kind of started to like it, y'all. I was in the house sleeping, waking up, sleeping, waking up. Y'all, tell me why I started playing Roblox. I was playing Dress to Impress, so much fun. I downloaded games on my iPad. I was playing the Nintendo. Like, I was just in the house just doing nothing, chilling, eating, sleeping, playing games on iPad. And I kind of fell into like a new routine of just not being a socialite, not being on my phone, not talking to people, because conversations, I stopped having them because I was sleeping so much, and I kind of started to like it. So that was difficult. Being off of Pilates for 30 days, my body is not as tight as it was. Like, my body was so tight right before surgery, and now obviously it's not that tight anymore. And also I was not eating the best because I just kind of I went with it, y'all. Like, when I say I literally went with it, and I was like, well, can't work out, can't do nothing, I'm sleepy. I was eating whatever I wanted, you know. I wasn't really in a calorie deficit. I just was whatever. Now, did I get super fat or anything? Like, did I just gain weight that I've never had before? No. But did I get on the higher end of my weight range? Yes. So that sucked. But obviously I wasn't moving my body. I wasn't eating properly. So, you know, bound to happen, but at least I did not go over my weight range that I typically am. I just went to the higher end of like the range that I'm always within. So that has been difficult. Well, not that, but getting back into my regular routine has been very difficult because I honestly started to like it. I have not been like on my phone like I used to be. I have not been hanging out with my friends like I used to. When it comes down to my friend group, I am the glue of the friend group. And so me not like saying, oh, y'all, let's go to dinner next week. Let's do this next week. Let's do that. We haven't done anything. So yeah, I want to get back to it, but I'm just really enjoying it. Also, it has been so bittersweet, y'all. Why did I do my lip liner like that? It's because I'm talking. But it has also been so bittersweet because in spite of all of like this, me falling off and all that, I have been putting so much time and effort into my content. Because if you don't know, or you should know, if you're new here, you don't know, but I'm ADHD. So a lot of time in my day is spent trying to do something or trying to get started on something and just never like actually getting it done because I'm just so easily distracted. And my phone is one of the biggest distractions. So me like going through that phase has really gotten me to the point where like I am more focused on my content than anything. Like, I don't respond to texts right away. I don't do any of that. Like, sometimes I don't text people back for like a day or two. Not because I'm being rude, but because it's like I'm actually working. Like, I'm recording content. I'm getting my YouTube channel done. I'm posting on TikTok. I'm doing all these things. And so I have started to find a new flow that prioritizes, you know, content, which is what I wanted. So it has been bittersweet. But I can also say that getting back into like my workout and my eating habits that I normally have has been a bit difficult because it doesn't take long. You know, it takes a minute to get into the routine of like health. but it does not take long to get out of it. And then when you get out of it, when you fall off, it takes a lot to get back to it. So that has definitely been my struggle lately. But this week I'm starting back. It's Wednesday and I'm gonna go to Pilates tomorrow or the next day or whatever. And this time around, when I start back, like when I pick up now, I'm acting like I had like a long time off, but 30 days is a lot. This time I kind of want to do a little bit of gym, not a lot of gym. I really want to do like dumbbells for lifting because I don't really like machines. For some reason, like the gym machinery gives me anxiety. I think it has something to do with my ADHD and like being easily overwhelmed. So I just really like dumbbells. But I also want to do a lot of hot sculpt classes now. And the reason why I want to do that is because I don't feel like, oh my gosh, I just have this new body. But I do feel like, oh, like I want to be super snatched. Like I have the boobs, I have everything. Like I want to be super snatched. So because of that, I just want to add some more things to my workout routine instead of just reformer Pilates. And if you know me, you know I hate mat Pilates, but I want to really start doing heated mat. I have seen so many people do heated mat, heated sculpt, which is still like Pilates, and their bodies change so much and they burn a lot more fat. So that's what I want to do. I am going to keep my membership at my current studio because I just really love the studio. I love the instructors, but I think that I'm going to like get my class pass membership back and just get like one of the smallest memberships and do like pop-ins at other like studios for heated mat and stuff like that. So that's what I think I'm going to do moving forward when I jump back into it this week. So that'll be exciting. I'm really excited to get back to it. I'm really excited to see how my body looks when it's at its peak with boobs. Like, y'all don't understand how excited I am. I'm so excited. I love my boobs. I truly feel like if you have ever been interested in them, I think you should get them. I really do, and I think that you will love them. Don't go too big if you don't want to hate them, because I feel like people that have big boobs, they hate having big boobs. So maybe don't go too big unless you just really want that look, but I promise you, you will be happy as long as you go to a really good doctor, and I recommend my doctor. Her details are going to be in the caption for sure, but Dr. Mohan at Kiravino Aesthetics here in Houston, Texas is the doctor. I should have said that earlier, but she's also on my Instagram repost because I reposted that. And yes, it has just been truly great and I love my results. And I am gonna, like, once I'm fully ready, I am gonna show y'all like how they look. Because I'm wearing like a white tee today, so I will show y'all, but for now I'm about to finish my makeup, take these out of my hair, record me a TikTok really quick. I ordered the Kylie Meta glasses and they are delivering today, so I'm not leaving the house until they deliver. It said they were gonna deliver at 12 and it's 12:39. I'm thinking they'll probably be here no later than 2 o'clock, and I don't have a lot to do, so I have time to like just kind of wait for them to deliver because I want to use them today, and I want to do like an unboxing and stuff. Y'all will see the final makeup look when I come back. But yes, y'all, I love my boobs, and I truly think that it's a great decision that I made. Like I loved my natural body. I loved my natural body, so much so to where if I went my whole life and never got boobs, I really wouldn't have cared. Like whatever, it doesn't matter to me. But I am happy that I got them and I love them. So now I just gotta work on staying nice and toned and tight. Gotta go to Pilates for the rest of my life, child, and that's fine because I love it. And I love y'all, and I'll be back in a millisecond. Okay, y'all, so these are the boobs. This was my like bigger one, this was my smaller one. I feel like when it comes down to my cleavage, you can still kind of tell that like this was the bigger one, but they are still settling and dropping. So this implant is much smaller than this implant. Like this one is the 3. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell y'all, we ended up changing at the last minute, and this one has 380 cc and this one has 275. No, this one has 280 and this one has 375, I think. You know what, let me double check. Okay, so this one is 350 and this one is 280. So yeah, I also got moderate high profile, and I got gummy bear implants, and I got under the muscle. So those are all the details of things that I got. I love my boobs. I literally love my boobs so bad. And I'm so happy that I got the surgery. Like, I can't explain it. I feel like everything just looks so good on me now. I feel like it just adds another like level, a little extra like oomph, you know? But yeah, I think they are so cute and I love them, and I love how they've settled. I love how they've dropped. They're still going to drop so much more over the next month. They look different every week. They change every week, but in the best way. And yeah, I love them. And I have on a bra, y'all, but like, you can still see my nips, but at the end of the day, it's covered, so that's all that matters. And I really just wanted y'all to see. This is like the side profile. It looks natural. It looks like I was born with them. I love them. But okay, guys, I'm about to take these rollers out. So sad, by the way, because I went to check my delivery for my my Meta glasses, my Kylie Meta glasses. Tell me why they tried to deliver them at like 11:18 or something, but our housing complex, housing division, I don't know, like we live in one of those like housing subdivisions. I don't know what they're called, but like they have, like, it's gated. So I didn't put the code to the gate on the delivery, and so they couldn't deliver it. So now they are gonna reattempt tomorrow. I tried to call them, ask them could I come pick it up from the place today, or could I like meet the driver somewhere, whatever. So I just did this whole face of makeup, genuinely planning my whole day around going out and using my glasses for the first time. I was gonna like make it a thing, use my content. It's literally 2 p.m. and I was not gonna leave the house until I got the glasses. I was planning my outfit and everything around the glasses. Now I just threw on like a white tee and some shorts, but whatever, like it is what it is. I was gonna go to Skims and exchange these 2 bras because I want to get a larger size. I got a, oh yeah, that's something else I should tell y'all. I am a 34C, but these are a 32C, so I need to go exchange them. I was gonna do that today, but like that's like a cute little errand, so I'm not gonna do it today anymore. Now I'm just doing like the little errands. Like I had to go get tissue and toothpaste and stuff like that. I just scheduled it for pickup, so I did that. And I'm gonna take Bo to PetSmart and get him like a couple of busy bones because he doesn't have any. And I don't know, he's the only child and he be up in here bored. That's all for today, guys, and I will see y'all in the next vlog. Thank you so much for being with me on this little journey to get my tatas. I love y'all so much, and I have so many more videos coming, and I will see y'all in those. And Bo was in here. I don't know, Bo, I don't know where he is right now, but he says bye. He loves y'all too, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye. Make sure you subscribe, by the way. Love you. Okay, y'all, I actually decided to come back and show y'all the final look because I figured that I just sat here and did my hair and my makeup and y'all probably wanted to see. So this is how I look. Like I said, I just got on some little shorts. I'm gonna wear some cute socks and some Birkenstocks and call it a day. I'll probably put on like my little necklace, and that's it. So again, thank y'all so much for watching. I will see y'all in the next video. I don't know what's going on with my leave out. She's been a frizzy mess lately. I think we're gonna have to do like an amino acid treatment on her to get her to stop frizzing, but it doesn't matter. It's curly hair, so it looks good regardless. But I love y'all, and I will see y'all next time. My hair is not giving what I wanted to give, but it'll do. Let me know what you think in the comments. Bye.